New England has a very rich maritime history. We visited 4 historic sites that tell the story of the shipbuilding and rope making, the cod fishing and whaling that were all unique chapters in New England's maritime industries. Mystic Seaport in Connecticut is a recreated 19th century fishing village that lets you step into every single aspect that went into putting a ship on the water and sailing it in the 1800s. Everything from making the rope, making the sails, making the boats, making the nails for the boats. Every single piece, from the smallest to the biggest, all was done here in Mystic Seaport. There was plenty of hands-on stuff to engage everybody, but probably the overall favorite experience was walking aboard a whale ship. Brilliant how this cabin, little whale boat cabin is lit, is these prisms that are set in the floor of the deck. New Bedford was the heart of America's whaling industry, and at the museum there we had a unique sensory experience, smelling different grades of whale oil.
Nope, now this is number 2.
No,
you said you would.
No.
Take a whiff, Nava.
No.
Okay, go ahead, Shy. Ready? And go. Okay, go ahead, Nava.
Oh.
The whale oil sensory experience was nothing compared to the shock to our noses once we got to the harbor at Salem. Are you having a little issue? Okay, is the seagoing life not for you?
It's falling.
We may not be able to go into any historical buildings here or set foot on a historical ship, but we get to experience the historic smells of a wharf littered with rotting fish parts. I would not want to swim in this water either. That is pretty gross.
What is
Shy, what do you think of Salem?
Creepy.
Raya?
Creepy.
Rafi, I want a real man on the ground opinion of Salem. What do you think?
Stinky.
To bring it a bit more into the modern era, my 2 Cold War aficionados and I visited the Submarine Force Museum in New London, Connecticut. We got to step aboard the first nuclear submarine. It was definitely a highlight to see the rescue pod that saved the survivors of the Squalus disaster. We had just recently heard a podcast about it, and it was so cool to get to see the real thing. Here's the museum. Those are periscopes that we could look out of from inside of the museum and see, and see everything. We could see this nuclear submarine here.
So small.
All these guys. This conning tower.
It's a Polaris, yay!
Missile. Very cool.